Yeah, listen, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna get in this trade, alright? Alright, sweet. Alright, bye-bye. Now, journal the loss, and we're gonna move on because losses do not define us. You are joking me. Wait, what? Fucking trade is taking me out, mate. Yeah, but obviously it took me out, but then it's running in my favour. I don't know if to get back in or what. Like, it's fucking doing my head in, man. Fuck this, I've had enough. I did all of that for nothing. Right, so if you're new around here and you're wondering what the hell you've just watched, my name's Alb and I basically film every single week of my life and I upload it to the internet for your faces. And I basically share a combination of trading, life, self-development, parenting, coffee, food, travel vlogs, literally documenting my entire life. I didn't start that way, but that is what I've kind of gone into. And I'm also a big fan of not taking life too seriously. If you're not subscribed and you think you might vibe around here, I'm going to pop a QR code up on the screen because I know some of you are lazy as fuck. Scan that bad boy with your mobile phone device, give us a subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. If you're a trader out here, you've probably gone through those kind of emotions before. And the funny thing is we created a scenario in our head where we thought we got taken out of the trade by Big John at HSBC. We've ruined our day only to come back and see that the trade would have been a loss regardless of what happened. But in that moment, without you being able to understand and regulate those emotions, you went and did something mental. Now this can look different in so many ways. It could be James Blunt in the shower with red wine with your clothes on. It might be smashing up your desks. It might be getting in more trades. It might be over risking. It might be over leveraging. It might be putting the wife beater on and smacking someone up. Whatever it might be, emotions come disguised as all different things. But ultimately, if you're not prepared to understand them and be able to control them, they're going to run riot. And this is a big reason why I believe many traders will never make it to where they want to be, but also it's a reason why I believe people just in general don't make it to where they want to be and they don't see success. We can access more info in a day than people used to get access to in an entire decade. A large portion of it is just noise dressed as wisdom. And the more noise you consume, the more overwhelmed you get. So many people say psychology is not a thing in trading, mindset's not a thing in trading. How do you deal with moments like that if psychology and mindset are not a thing? And I think the reason people think they're not a thing is because the wrong focus is put on it and it's used as a buzzword and it's very surface level stuff. But when you get granular and you get deeper into emotional control and understanding yourself on a deeper level, you start to realize just how much it impacts you your whole entire life. And the funny thing is, right, those of you that have been around on the channel will know that I bought a new coffee machine. Well, one coffee machine. And recently, I've been trying to perfect coffee art. And I'm on day 16 at current. And I'm not going to lie to you, it stinks of shit. It's not doing very well. It's not looking good, bruv. But I'm enjoying it and I'm having fun learning something new. Now, what's really interesting is where I've been sharing this journey of making coffee art online, I'm getting some people that are in my corner and they're like, yeah, this looks good, this looks sick. They're gassing me up when deep down we know it's shit. And I'm also getting some people telling me I should probably quit. 15 days in and that's all you can do, bro. Maybe you should give up. It's clearly not for you. And I'm like, sorry, what? Other people send me videos showing me different videos and different techniques and different ways to do it. People chime in with their opinion, telling me it's the milk, it's the machine, it's the angle that I'm pouring from. And while some of it may be valid, a lot of it's a load of bollocks. And does it not sound similar to trading? Does it not sound similar to the gym, getting a dream physique, the dream career, the dream life? You see, we live in a time where you're expected to crack everything overnight. There's no such thing as delayed gratification anymore. And if it's not happening within 2 weeks, then fuck it off, throw it in the bin. You're obviously not meant for you. Let's move on to the next thing. And I think this is where a lot of people fall into this trap where they just keep moving on to the next thing. By the way, I'm really hungry after making that. So I'm gonna make some eggs. And also, someone asked me last week, how do I make my eggs so good? Stay tuned, because we're about to show you how to make the dreamiest egg in the world. But yeah, hustle culture, dopamine addictions, comparison overload, it's all just fucking noise. The biggest thing I've noticed, and the recipe to most things in life, is just be consistent, turn up every day, and when shit gets tough, push for it. Because that's your comfort zone being tested, and our minds are designed to protect us. So they try to keep you in your natural state in a little box. And when you're under pressure, you'll always default back to your old natural state, which is why we have to push through, and you'll start to see growth. Just like a muscle, if you stay at the same rep range, the same intensity and the same weight, it's going to be a lot harder eventually to build muscle and put that muscle under strain, because the muscle is stronger and it needs a heavier weight, or it needs more reps or more time under tension. You are the same. We are almost like a muscle where we are constantly learning, adapting, evolving and building and becoming better persons. And that takes time. Just like perfecting the perfect egg takes time. But I'm a shortcut it for you in literally 10 minutes. First, you need a saucepan. We need some water. I put in about 1 litre into a small saucepan. I put it on a high heat and I make sure it boils. While it's boiling, let's get back to what I was chatting about. Fancy a bagel as well, actually. And the thing is, right, in the middle of all that noise that I just spoke about, what actually works is time, reps, patience, consistency, and just showing up every single day and having a more longevity overview. People who stick it out sharp when it's boring, frustrating, not paying off, they're the ones who actually win. You don't need another strategy, you don't need another tweak, you don't need another video. You just need to stay the course. And often, so many of you are so close, and then you make a drastic change because you see some fucking sausage online showing you something that they've found that you need, and you run along, you go to that, it doesn't work. You go to something else, to something else, to something else, to something else. And what you don't do is do the work that you know you need to be doing. And often the success that you're after is within the work that you're avoiding. So for anybody watching, anybody that's not working on themselves, anybody that's not putting the right effort and time into the right things that you know you should be, here's a kick. Do it. Don't smash up your screen. Don't sit there getting all neggy and miserable and moody. Because at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are carrying around a bad mental attitude, and it's causing them to not get to where they need to be because they don't want to do the work on the things. And these things are not highlighted. I'm sharing this from 5 years full time in this industry, working for myself with kids whilst I was in loads of debt, trying to figure out life myself. I was overweight. I wasn't in the best place, and mentally, working on my mindset and investing in things that will help my mindset improve has drastically changed the way that I am, the way that I perceive losses, the way that I deal with drawdowns, the way that I deal with slow patches, with failures, with whatever it is. I am 1,000,000 times the person that I once was. If it worked for me, I'm just sharing that maybe it'll work for you guys and girls. The problem is nobody likes to listen and everybody likes to try and find shortcuts. And all the while you try and find shortcuts, you will end up in that shower, maybe not mine because that would be weird, but you will end up in your shower with red wine, a glass, James Blunt, and you'll be crying. And you'll keep doing it until one day you either quit or you make a different change. So, what's it gonna be? And if you haven't subscribed yet, and that maybe pushed you to subscribe, QR code. Subscribe. I'll wait. It's kind of awkward. Done it yet? That's fine. Back to the eggs. High heat. We want it to be boiling, yeah? Like bubbling and shit. I'm gonna have 4 eggs, and then I've got some protein bagels. Right, okay, so boiling, as you can see, I'm happy with that. 1 egg. Try not to dash them in, because they will pop. Do I want 4? Yeah, I'll do 4 today. Right, so 4 eggs, put them in. The time is 12:28. I'm gonna leave them on for 7 minutes, which is more than enough time to get a perfect runny egg. If you don't want it runny, then I would suggest going more towards 9-10 minutes. But if you just want hard-boiled, maybe hard-boiled are good. If you're going out and you want a quick snack, hard-boiled's way better because it ain't got to worry about the egg, the yolk dripping everywhere. It'll just be solid. That's what she said. Whereas if you are about to have lunch like I am and you're just going to make a meal, I want it runny. I want it dripping all over my bagel because it looks fucking naughty. Also, disclaimer, yeah, I'm not condoning drinking in the shower, and if you really need help, please talk to someone in it. Like, just wanted to throw that out there. This is just for educational purposes, and I find that sometimes humour is a better way to get a point across, and also I enjoy doing it, and I'm going to bring it back because if any of you are OGs of the channel, I used to fight myself with baseball bats. I've dressed up as a SWAT officer and an accountant. I've quit my job and fought the office. I enjoy it. I'm going to drain these, get rid of them. Now this is where I think everyone goes wrong, isn't it? I think Gordon Ramsay talks about blowing your egg. I'm not into blowing eggs in it. So what I do is I just put them in cold water for like 30 seconds. I don't do it for long. People say you're meant to do it for like 10 minutes and shit. 1, that doesn't make the egg as yolky. And 2, the egg's freezing, which no one wants a freezing cold egg. I literally do that, quickly put them in. So drain them bad boys. If you've done it right, the eggshell will come off really easy. If you've done it wrong, you'll have a hard time. But yeah, we have 1 egg. I do all 4. Usually by the time I've done all 4, my bagel's done. So if we chop this bitch up, oh baby girl, look at that. Mate, I'm gonna have to get zoom on this. Oh, bro. We don't play games around here. You see what I'm saying? That, my friend, is how you cook proper boiled eggs. It's not sustainable to treat trading that way. Like having a toxic relationship like it's some kind of ex. You can't progress like that. You won't move forward in life that way. So you can't have this toxic relationship with trading. And often the reason you have that is because it means so much to you. It's on such a pedestal and you're treating it like life or death. The reality of it is you should be able to take losses. You should be able to deal with drawdown and you should be able to just brave face it and move on. But it all comes from doing the work upon yourself, which I've spent the last few years talking about. And people come to the channel and ask me like, what do you mean by that? How do you mean by that? And it's like, mate, I've spent every week for nearly 4 years talking about it. But no one likes listening, innit? Because they go and listen to the fuckboys that have had a few payouts and they're like, I'm a funded trader and I've had 50k in payouts, look at me, woo. No one fucking gives a shit, mate, about your shit payout. These people also make loads of fucking money selling you a dream. If trading was easy, everyone would be a millionaire. And maybe sometimes I piss on people's chips. I don't do it maliciously. I just wish someone told me that years ago. Because it would have been a very different journey. While I'm grateful for the journey that I've gone on, it would have been easier if someone had just given me the realities of the game. Maybe it's time this year. We're about to leave Q1 and we're going into Q2, which, you know what, is the scariest thing ever. Like, maybe it's time that you make a change, you focus on something you've not been focusing on. Because what you got to lose if you just focus on you? It is Tuesday, I've just had my hair cut, feeling fresh, the sun is out. What a day, what a day. Just need to pop to the shops now, get a couple of bits and bobs, and then head back. To be honest, I've literally ticked off everything on my to-do, and it's 20 past 11, so I'm probably just gonna chill out for a little bit, make some lunch. Right then. Boom, shop secured. Pretty much just stuff for the little one's lunch and yogurt. It is Wednesday, it's London session. I've just executed a trade. See what happens there. And while I'm here, thought I would just pick up from Monday's message. There's a moment in everyone's journey, regardless of what it is, trading, whether it's the gym, whether it's just building habits, whether it's becoming a better version of yourself, maybe it's career or business, anything, where there's like this middle ground. And no one really talks about the middle. It's always the start of the journey and the finished product. And I feel like the middle is often not really spoken about much. And I mean, I try and share a hell of a lot of what I class as the middle. Hang on, that door is really, really bugging me. Little things, right? I think it's the bit I'm trying to get at is it's like that bit that where excitement kind of fades. The progress sort of slows and it almost feels like you're putting effort in for nothing. And it can feel like that at the gym, all sorts, whether it's called a plateau, whatever you want to call it, right? And I feel like, you know, the wins feel small, the work feels long, and it almost feels as though that finish line or that point you're trying to get to is literally nowhere in sight. And this is the most important part because this is the point where most people sack it off. And it's not, they don't sack it off because they couldn't do it. They sack it off because it's not how they felt it was going to be or more because they thought it wasn't going to feel like this or it wasn't meant to feel this way in the sense of this feeling, because everyone's gassed whether you join like a new course, a new program, or you start a new thing or a new diet or a new year. Everyone's gassed to begin with, right? Motivation might feel really high, but as you sort of start to teeter into it and get to the middle bit, that's the point that matters the most, and that's the point where most people give up. And this is where you stop relying on motivation and that you almost prove you're actually about it and you take action and you continue to take action and push yourself. And I've always spoke about, you know, doing something every day that you don't want to do, and I think it's something that we should all live by because we should push ourselves out of our comfort zones a little bit more. So this is the part right now, if you're feeling this type of way where you have to keep showing up. It's the messy, boring, awkward middle, if you like. I don't even know if that makes sense. But in this moment is when you'll earn what everybody else keeps quitting on, which is the most important part, and it's where you'll get to that next point. And I think there's studies that show like that only I think 12% of people a year achieve their goals, and many people just give up. And that may be because they're in that boring middle soggy trenches part and no one really talks about it, so people think that it's not a thing, but it 100% is a thing. And quitting now is like stopping halfway through, wiping your ass. You might have saved a bit of time, but the mess is on you, and the disaster that would bring. I'm gonna go make some coffee art because today is the day where we make art, and I might feel like right now I'm in the middle of it where it's a little bit sluggish. I'm pouring coffee and it's not the best and I just want to crack the code, but this is where I can't give up. This looks banging, you know. Oh, this looks good. I think it was a little bit too thick. That's what she said. That is a brolly. A brolly? I think it's a brolly. Let me know what you think that is. Keep going. The good thing is the coffees are good. If they tasted shit, I'd be devastated, but they taste really nice. So you know what? It doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm not competing for anything. I just when I want to do something, I want to do it. Right, so we've got risk off this trade now. So I'm probably going to drink my coffee, head off out for a walk. Tell you what, this new iPhone camera's looking pretty sharp, you know. Daily dose of Bruno. Excuse his private parts. Mate, you got to put some clothes on, bro. Side-eye me, bruv. People want to see you, mate. Yeah, people want to see you. After the last segment, I just got really, really busy. And I was just cooking and I realised I should probably update you all on what happened. So, those trades that I was in, I don't know if I showed, did I show the scaling? I can't remember. I scaled into the position, had risk off. Got in down here, took a break even, and then they ran to TP. It's the way the cookie crumbles, the game's the game. You can't let it bother you, you can't let it annoy you, because if you do, it'll just dictate you, run riot, control you. It's not good. I know it's easier said than done, but that's where I'm about working on yourself, really getting clear on things, and just sometimes understanding that the period you're in now and that period, just taking it on the chin as it's just a BE, we move, follow my rules, scoring myself on that, sticking to my plan, as opposed to how much money I've made or I've made. Long term, that's what yields better results. So, yeah, currently cooking spag bowl. I'm sure I should be Italian because the cuisine is a bit of me. And we have got the sauce of the sauce. Don't know if you watched a couple of vlogs ago. This is what's cooking up. Excuse the mess, I've dashed it everywhere, but I don't care. That's that. So I'll probably pick this up in the morning. And it's Thursday, gym done. Last session of the week. I'll have a rest day tomorrow. A little run on Saturday and Sunday rest. It's lovely coming home at sort of 6:20 in the morning and it's bright. Absolutely buzzing. Remember, those of you that are watching now, the clocks have gone forward. So we lost an hour in bed today. Hopefully you got up and you still watched the vlog on time. If you didn't, shame on you. Right, just editing some of this vlog and I decided it's time for a coffee. I've got a good feeling about today. Yesterday's went really, really well. Wow, there's loads of washing up. Mate, does anyone else's house just have washing up at every given minute? I feel like I need to get a dishwasher. Obviously that is kind of Kira, but she's still learning the ropes of doing it properly. If you're watching this, Kira, start washing up properly, yeah? Give the machine a little wash. Come on then, baby girl. Oh, this could be naughty, this one. Come on then. It started so well, I got excited and I think I fucked it. I knew that would happen. You know what? There's my first attempt at a heart. That's day 19, I think. We keep going. Well, I'm BE on EU shorts. I wasn't going to take this position because the way it's set up, I didn't love it. I realised I was getting some like emotional chatter that I didn't like. This is like illogical thinking. Push through, crack on. This is what I mean about being able to actually control your emotions, understanding them and understanding when you're getting hijacked. I felt like I was getting hijacked slightly. It's the end of the month, it's the last day of the week, but you know, you're about to wrap up for the quarter, the vlog's about to be done, like loads of different things that can start to get in my head and make me think, you know what, I shouldn't take this trade, it's not a good idea. But instead, I just sort of was like, but does it fit? Does it make logical sense? Yeah, we'll get in it then. There's no reason not to. Do you know what I mean? So we're in it. We'll see what happens. Ran this on the 15M as well, which is naturally going to give a reaction. So we hit TP. I think you can see that. I can't tell for this tiny screen, but yeah. It gave me a positive slip, which is nice. But yeah, nice way to end March. I know we've still got Monday, but that puts me 3% for the month, which is nice. All round, can't complain. It's been a weird one this month because I've never been I mean, look, I've traded a lot of different ways on this journey, and I never think of the finished article. And I also think I had some bad guidance early on, but again, that's the game, right? But I think like, I never traded like a machine gun, but I also would have taken a lot more trades this month. And when I look back, there was 15 losses this month that I've managed to avoid. But like anyone out there that's struggling or whatever, or you're thinking about giving up, really, really listen to some of the stuff I've said in this week's video. I know there's a lot to take in. And listen, I don't know if you got this far. If you did, maybe leave me a comment saying sausages. And I'll know you got this far. But look, no matter how you feel at the moment, keep pushing, keep going. I know Q1's done. Q2 is the quarter where you can kind of still steer the ship and change the way the year goes. If you leave it past Q2 and you teeter into Q3 and 4, before you know it, the year's gone. You're not going to look back and wish you tried less. You're always going to wonder what your life could look like if you kept going. So anyone that's thinking of quitting, don't. If you need help, reach out. If you use your brain and you see the people that have been in the space for long enough, you'll know who to reach out to, you'll know where to go, you'll know what to do, and you'll know that a lot of the work you just need to do is within yourself. So many people left the industry last year. So many people that were piping up, giving it bigger, and they're gone. Why? Because their message is shit, and they talk about a load of crap, and they're not actually doing the thing. I'm going to wrap it up here, because if I don't, this will be like a movie. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Let's absolutely smash Q2, people. Peace and love, gang.